Hello everyone, my name is Lowko and welcome to some more StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today I'm playing a live game for you, so that means I'm giving commentary to this game at the exact same time as I'm also playing it. Now, as you may notice right here, I'm up against random Korean dude. He actually is playing random and his clan is T1. I don't know if that is SKT1, like the SK Telecom one from Korea, which is pretty much one of the best clans there is in, or best teams there is in Korea. But if you know, this is going to be the Legacy of the Void server, so on the Legacy of the Void server there's only one server. There's no Korea, there's no North America, there's no Europe, there's just one server. And, you know, everyone's basically together on this one place. Now, in general, Koreans in Legacy of the Void play extremely aggressive. And while my opponent is random, I'm gonna have to keep that in mind. Like, I wouldn't be surprised, like, random players in general play very aggressive. But I wouldn't be surprised if my opponent is gonna be playing very all-in-y. Depending on what race he is gonna be spawning with. I've seen a lot of Liberator play from Terran, a lot of Baneling Cheese from Zergs, and a lot of Adept all-ins from Protoss. And actually, I think I may have played this guy yesterday in a tournament, now I think about it. He was playing random then as well. I actually beat him in the very first round of a Grandmaster tourney that I actually won yesterday. I got a little, had a nice little run yesterday where I ended up winning a Grandmaster level tournament, which is one of the new things in game. And I'm pretty certain that this is the same guy that I faced in the first round. Now, I don't speak any Korean, so I don't actually know what that says. If any of you do know what that says, I'm kind of curious who I'm up against. But either way, it looks like my opponent is going to be Protoss. He actually, if it is the same guy, which I'm not 100% certain of, he was going for an Adept all-in. Oh god, yes. Yes, that is exactly what's going on here. Okay. I am 90% certain now that this is the same guy. He's going double gas. Yesterday he went single gas. So I'm not sure. He goes triple gateway before Cybercore and starts chrono boosting out Adepts. They are very powerful. We're gonna have to deal with them to the best of our abilities. Think I'm gonna have to go for a spine crawler in the main base. And a spine crawler in the natural as well to make sure that we don't die. That's exactly actually what I had yesterday. Is he mining 3 and 3 in gas? Seems like he is. Okay. Well, time to start up making some units. We'll be needing my Zerging speed as well as a bunch of roaches very soon. Obviously, it's not chrono boosting because it doesn't exist anymore. They are reintroducing it. Yeah, there we go. So, we see a bunch of adepts immediately entering the battlefield. Link speed is not going to be done for another minute or so, though. So, those spine crawlers are going to be really important. Trying to squeeze in a worker right there so I can go for another, so I can go for my Roach Warren, which is definitely something I am going to need here. But this is something you see a lot, okay, from Korean players in general, but in general as well in the Legacy of the Void beta. Looks like my opponent has put down a Nexus after all. So, you know, he's not going 100% all in with this, which is good. That means that we can maybe do a little bit of aggression instead. Is he gonna go in the main? Oh no, he's not. Picking off a couple of my workers there. A little annoying. Okay. So the thing is about Adepts, they actually one-shot workers. As long as there are 2. So he did do a little bit of damage right there, clearing up 3 workers in total, as well as a couple of Zerglings, but that's not the worst of it. That's not the worst of it. We can deal with that. Looks like he's following this up with a Stargate as well. So we know pretty much everything that's going on. Very nice. Gonna be moving my Overlords over a little bit. And I think we're gonna chase these guys down. I mean, if he's gonna go in the main, that is. Oh, he's not going in the main. Okay, nice. Getting one of the Adepts right there. I don't think I will be able to kill those in time. Nope, they're slippery. Going back for the main. He's killing so many workers. Ah! Please don't die. Oh my god, another kill right there. He killed a bunch of stuff. Now keep in mind, he is infesting obviously quite a bunch as well to get this all going. But we gotta get what is it called? A Spore Crawler right there to make sure we get everything we need. And I'm gonna be getting a Spore in the natural as well. Nice moves though by my opponent. Definitely getting an advantage from that early game. We lost a bunch more than we should have. In general, Adepts are pretty powerful, and they're actually apparently getting a damage buff in the next patch, which is going to be fascinating to see how that's going to be turning out. Didn't need my Roach Warren after all right there, but let's see if we can get into... Well, no. Although the fact that he actually Photon overcharges right there makes me want to go for a bit of Ravager aggression early on. For the simple reason that he won't have energy to really do very much about it. Let's make some Roaches. Gonna be going for a third base as well. Mostly gonna use those Roaches defensively, but maybe to force a Void Ray or something out of him, so he won't be doing too much with the units that he has. We did see the Stargate early on, but not seeing an Oracle or anything yet, which seems to be the most popular switch. But not seeing that yet, so moving an Overlord back right here, just in case he did go for, well, maybe some Phoenix play or something like that. Really not seeing anything, though. Not a gateway being added on right here. And he's actually going for a third base. Wow. Okay, Twilight Council as well, but he's actually going for a third base. Ooh, my opponent reading me like a book thus far. He may recognize my name as well and knows my strategy. Yesterday I played a lot of Adept Roach Zergling against him. And, you know, that is assuming that it is the same guy, but I'm pretty sure it is. He's going for the third base already. Extremely greedy by my opponent. But I don't have a whole lot I can do about it right now. I mean, I'm gonna be moving across the map here a little bit, but he's using that Void Ray defensively, which is very smart of him so far. I wish he would push into my main right now so I could actually get rid of that base, but I don't think I will have too much. No, he's actually defensively using it right now, which is really annoying for me. I don't think I will be able to do too much here. No, we're just gonna have to let him have that third. That sucks. Okay, so him having a third base right now is probably the worst scenario I could have been in. Like, the fact that he has a third base will mean that he has a sick eco, and I really don't have any way to contest it thus far. Like, Adept aggression into Stargate play is very powerful. I should have gone for a faster natural right here, but obviously this is Legacy of the Void, so we're still figuring everything out ourselves as well. I'm gonna have to commit to a Hydralisk push. Now, I've been losing a lot to late game Zerg versus Protoss when they go for a... Oh my god, he has so many workers. Wow. When they go for an army based off of sky units in general, like right now, for example, what's really popular is carriers. Like, carriers are extremely good. And you don't really have very many ways of dealing with it. Now, normally, when you want to win against this, what you got to do is make sure that Protoss doesn't get to the point where they are comfortably macroing off of 3 and 4 bases. And we've already gotten to that point. So right now, I am not in the greatest positions. Obviously, I don't want to just be sharing wins on the YouTube channel either. But I'm not saying we have already lost, though. We can definitely still go for a nice little bit of aggression. These upgrades will line up here, and I will be able to start making non-stop units right now, which is exactly what I'm going to be doing. Adding on my Hydralisk. And my opponent actually being aggressive right now, that helps me out, actually. He has a second Void Ray as well. I'm adding on my Hydralisk right now. Got a Spore Crawler here, so we don't need to worry too much. We did see the Twilight Council, though. Twilight Council can mean a couple things. It's likely gonna be the Zealot Charge upgrade. Zealot Charge has been bugged, actually, apparently, over the last couple days. Meaning that it's right now a lot more powerful than it ever was meant to be. Okay. I don't know what that was. Was that a Warp Prism? I think it may have been very well a Warp Prism. See if we can catch it. Oh well, no, he's actually pushing out right now. Okay, here we go. Adding on another worker. Just trying to be aggressive. Adding on a few more drones. Hydra upgrade is done. Gonna be starting up +1 armor, actually. I think that would probably make more sense. Okay, Photon Overture. Oh my god, he's going Tempest? Wow! Tempests are kind of scary, I think. I don't actually know. I've not seen Tempest in Legacy of the Void. Oh. Tempests apparently are getting a buff as well in the next patch, which is going to be real interesting. And my opponent seems to be holding on just fine so far, though. We did kill most of the sentries, which is nice. But I think we're going to need more gas here in order to deal with some of this. Don't actually know what the correct play against Tempest is. They did get a new ability known as Disintegration. And Disintegration makes it so that they pick off units very, very rapidly, but he's absolutely dominating me so far. Wow. Okay. Korean Protoss is a scary man. Okay, moving this guy over. Because I did see something flying around. I think it was a Warp Prism, although I'm not 100% certain. I think we're gonna need a Hive as well to get that Greater Spire going, because without it, I'm gonna have or not a Greater Spire actually, to get Vipers going, but without it, it's gonna be real rough. Have to keep an eye out on when my opponent takes a 4th base as well. The gold base is actually something that can be bothering me. And there we go, Warp Prism shenanigans. Wow, this is a very cool style though of what my opponent is doing. I haven't actually seen this before. He's gonna be... Oh no, do I not? Oh god, I don't actually have my Adept or my Ravager anymore to break these rocks. Or break these force fields. My opponent being super annoying here. Come on! Okay. Once again, trying to block that thing. May be able to save the main here, but we're losing so many units. Wow! This Tempest aggression, that's insanely good. And apparently Tempests are actually also getting a buff in the next patch where they will just straight up get more damage, if I'm not mistaken. As well as get that ability that they got removed right now, but that's gonna be insane. Adepts are getting a damage buff. Tempests are getting a damage buff, so I think this guy may have very well been reading the patch notes and be like, hey, this looks like a great situation to be in right now as a Protoss. Okay, so we have one final move that we can make. I'm gonna try and make a ton of Hydras here. Cross my fingers and hope my opponent mispositions himself. We lost a ton more than we should have. He's also killing that base, but that base wasn't mining in the first place, so I'm okay with that. If we can kill these Adepts, we may have a chance. Okay. Okay, picking off most of those for free. Zerg is pretty good in these sort of scenarios when it's relatively low eco. Although I don't have any lurkers going right now. Maybe we can pick off these zealots as well. I'm not sure if he brought them over here, but we are definitely dead if we don't kill him right now. And I think that's gonna be really difficult with Photon Overcharge, which apparently also is getting changed. So as you may notice, Legacy of the Void is still very much in development. There's a lot of changes still being made to the game. We got a big army here. We are gonna be able to kill the War Prism, I think. Oh no, this control is a little bit too good. And we'll see if we can do some sort of damage here. I have no more bases than this. I need to win right here if I want to win the game. So here we go. We're gonna be moving in. Oh god, so many Adepts or so many Tempests. Wow, I didn't even kill one. Oh yeah, I killed one. Sweet, sweet, sweet. But I think this is going to be game, guys, because there is absolutely no way I will be winning against whoever T1 this is. Don't know if it's actually SKT1 though. Could very well be the case. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video, even though it's a loss. Protoss is a pretty tricky race to be playing against right now in Legacy of the Void. I have not seen this style before, and I gotta be honest, this is pretty scary knowing that this is gonna be getting a significant buff in the next patch. Most of the Protosses are playing Zealots just because they are bugged right now and they do a lot more damage than they should. With the initial charge impact and whatnot, apparently they do 46 damage and they're supposed to be like doing 10. Apparently that damage is being pretty much quartered. But anyway, looks like the march of the Tempest has begun. We can try and hold on for a little bit longer, but very cool to be playing against some strategies that I've not seen before. And I'm afraid that this guy is just a little bit better than me right now in the Legacy of the Void beta. And look at the amount of stuff he has. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, make sure you like down below. And I'll thank you guys all for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!